I don't know where the hell. What's up? What's up? It's your boy DJ Tay Boogie. We are checking in. We're live. Welcome to Connection Interruption. Is going down episode number 24. And yes, and we're a little late. We had a little connection interruption going on. But I got to bring my brother from another mother to the show. Swing Live. What's good, sir?
What is going on? I'm coming from a different destination. This is different than the room you guys have seen me in the past. But we're in the Bigfoot den, as we can call it. But yeah, and these lights are a little harsh on my pale face. Let's see if I can fix that as we go on here. But yeah, you know what's going on, man. What have you been up to?
Well, I guess today was kind of a rough day, man. We lost a great hip hop artist by the name of Young Dolph in Memphis today. So my day was kind of slow, but I got a nice haircut. But I got to flip this light around so y'all can see. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth, man. You know, the DJ side of my day is kind of jacked up, but my gaming side, hey, I'm here. So.
Right. What have you been playing in the last week?
I got it right here in front of me. I've been playing Guardians of the Galaxy, Madden 22, and I've been playing 2K22, and also the Assassin's Creed Origins. So
let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera here, so I'm a little more centered. Okay. So nothing really too new from last week. Still just been grinding out those games. Have you picked up anything new in the last week, like at all?
No. It was kind of crazy. On the PC, I've been looking. I've been on stream. I've been on Epic. I've been on Game Pass for Xbox, and I'm looking at all these games, and it's like I don't know what game I want to do. So it's like, I don't know what everybody's playing. What's hot? Just because it's new don't mean that it's hot. So, yeah.
Yeah, 2 days ago I downloaded the Halo Infinite. It's free on Xbox and PC. There's no reason not to go download. It's the only multiplayer for right now. But I've enjoyed it. I put 5 hours into it. So 5 hours is the most amount of gaming I've had in the last like 5 to 6 weeks. So I think it's been 6. So yeah, in the last 6 weeks, that was kind of nice. Good little escape, you know, go back to Halo or whatever. I really like it so far. There are things that could be better about it for sure, but I mean, it released early and it's also still well, for one, it's free, so there's no real complaining about it, but there are definite improvements that can be made, and I know that they're gonna make, so I'm not really worried about it at all. But as far as gameplay and stuff goes, I'm having fun with it. And really, that's all you really need to look for in a Halo. I haven't really looked at too many outside opinions or like reviews or whatever. But yeah, I mean, as far as the shooters go, I would say Halo's winning. In my opinion, I think Call of Duty this year is a bust. I would also say Battlefield is a bust. That might be a hot topic, but I mean, personally,
whoa! You said what?
It is. But Battlefield's a bust right now, unless they really fix some things. I mean, the clips that I've seen from both Call of Duty and Halo, or I'm sorry, not Halo, Call of Duty and Battlefield, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I'm glad I'm not playing those right now. Like, ugh. Like, it's just like, there's a clip right now that I saw to where I don't know if it's every map or if it's only a certain map, but on Battlefield, you can literally just run into the like buildings and you'll bounce right off. Like, there's no like collision attached to like these outside exterior buildings, and so you just see people like bouncing off of buildings and just like continue to fly, and like before you'd explode and stuff. So it's like, you know, it's just like, I don't know how that happens. And so when I see things like that in a game, yeah, it could be a bug, but at the same time, like, how does that make it play testing? And maybe I'm a little harsh on game developers. That's always a possibility.
You are, man.
No, man, because like that, no, because like when it's obvious stuff like that, it's like, how does that make it through? No different thing in Call of Duty and the shotguns. Fastest nuke I've ever seen, 33 seconds. Guy dropped a nuke in the new Call of Duty in 33 seconds.
Wow,
think about that. 33 seconds. And there's not even Nuketown in the map or in the game. So like, think 33 seconds. Like, you get into a game, you maybe spawn twice, and then the game you're getting nuked. You know what I mean? It's like how, like, just because that's how broken the shotguns were. This guy like ran a class with dual shotguns and just ran around the map, just like hip firing, and just 33 seconds. I mean, the games are a bust. And I think at this point, I mean, yeah, you can still blame, you know, the pandemic on that stuff, but I mean, you can delay the game. I mean, you know what I mean? Everybody else is. I mean, I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, it's just these. Out of the three shooters, I think Halo won this year. For sure.
Well, what with me, I haven't played Halo since I guess Xbox One, and it's been crazy because I wasn't really into the type of games. But I know when you're talking about when you hit the wall, you explode. So like bouncing off buildings. But I'm gonna give like the developers a little pass for the simple fact we are dealing with COVID, and I'm pretty sure they're not full staff and things like that. So I'll give them a slight break. But speaking of games, I was looking here. They released for free Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. It was released back in 2005. So right now it's free for PC. So that's Ubisoft hooked up with that one. So I'm definitely going to download that because I had it when the game came out. And yeah, I really got to get adjusted to the PC, man. Big shout out to Ryan. He's with us, and he's on the fly. So, you know what I mean? He's
I'm kind of here.
There you go. He's on the fly in the vehicle. He's in the streets, baby.
For real, in the streets. Hopefully it's not echoing too bad for everybody since I'm over the Bluetooth. But I just want to pop in and say, hey, I'm in the chat, so everybody chatted up. I got stuck at a work meeting tonight, and it ran a little longer than expected. But I really want to talk about Mark's Battlefield comments at some point. So hopefully I can get home before the show wraps. But I am here, but I'm going to disappear off the screen. Hold on. Take me out.
No, before you disappear, what games were you playing this week? You can't leave without saying that.
Oh, man. So, I've been playing Hot Wheels. Forza Horizon 5 is game of the year. Period.
Okay.
Period. End of sentence. Like, there's zero question in my mind that game is game of the year.
Okay. Remember he said that. Okay, but go ahead.
Like there's gonna have to like nothing that's come out in the last like weeks, like Battlefield, Call of Duty.
We're losing them.
I mean, Halo's multiplayer is good, but like, no. So I had a feeling I would lose you. I'm on a back roads.
Okay. Yeah. So
the beautiful back roads of Indiana. But yeah, so I'll kick me out again, and I'll as soon as I get into the studio, I'll be on. But I'm here listening, so enjoying the show and watching the chat.
Hey, that is true dedication, man. Hey, on the show while driving.
kick me out. Okay. Get me off that screen.
All right, I got you. Hey, man, big shout out to Ryan, man. On the road driving full speed, trying to get here for the show. But Battlefield, you really just hurt my feelings about that. Well,
have you played it?
No, because I haven't.
Do you own it?
No. See, this is the thing. I was waiting for you to say something because you were the one that was big on Battlefield.
I was wrong. It's just not good. It's like it's not bad, but it could be so much better. And I mean, like, just look at these like releases, right? I mean, it's so weird this year. It's Call of Duty. I forgot that it came out. It was such a silent release, dude. Like advertisements and stuff, like you barely heard about it. And it's just like, and then same with Battlefield. It was like, okay, we got these, Battlefield releases. That was a little bit louder. And then the Halo one, I wake up the next day to the news. I didn't like when it released. I didn't even know. I found out like 12 hours later. I'm just like, oh, I guess Halo's out. That's cool. And so I went and downloaded it. But I mean, I don't know. How am I hurting your feelings if you don't even own the game?
No, because I was waiting for you to say like, "Hey, man, this is a good buy." Then I'm like, "Okay, I'll go buy."
Well, I saved you some money.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Get it on Black Friday. We're only a week away.
Yeah, true that. And before we get too deep in the show, man, big shout out to our sponsors, Frisch's. Make sure y'all check out Frisch's.com. And also on DoorDash, get your eats on, because Team Frisch is definitely holding it down. Yes.
But also, out of the three, you have two games that are $60 or $70, both busts. And then you have the one over here that's actually decent. And it's like, is Halo the best shooter this year? I mean, maybe, maybe not. Like, you could argue one way or the other. Is it good? Yes. Is it bad? No. Is it the greatest? No, not either. But it's free. It's like that. I think that already is like beating the other two. It's like, oh, this is free. You can go play it right now. And it's the other two. It's like, oh, this one's really buggy and you got to pay for it. It's like, it just kind of shows you which, like, out of the developer, like the studios or whatever, like which one's kind of doing things right, in my opinion. So
true. I definitely give you that. Free 99 is always a blessing, especially around this time of the year. But okay, for somebody that doesn't play those type of shooters, what would your advice be, and what games would you tell them to play to get into, I guess, the groove of liking shooters?
What should people play who don't like shooters but want to like shooters?
Yes.
I mean, you should just go play every shooter, and then whatever one you like, play that one. It's really simple. But write down all the ones that you think are somewhat interesting, and then go through the list, and then rate one each out of 10. Whatever has the highest score, play that one. I mean, like, I mean, that's the thing. Is like a lot of these shooters are similar, and a lot of them are different, and like you're not gonna know what you like until you find it. And that's, just do that. It's kind of like, think of shooters as dating. You gotta go take a bunch of them out on dates, and whatever one you like the most.
So you gotta be a gigolo of gaming and just try them out.
I don't even know what that means.
You never seen Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo?
No.
No, so it's like you gotta sample the whole plate.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean that too. I mean, it's like going to a buffet. You gotta try everything, and then you'd be like, oh, you know what? The crab legs were the best because they are. But, yeah. I mean, that's the best way. I mean, there's no like, oh, play CS:GO for 1,000 hours, then you'll like every shooter. It's like, no, you might like CS:GO, you might like Call of Duty, you might like Battlefield, you might like Halo. I don't know. And honestly, it's probably gonna be whatever you're better at. That's probably the one you're gonna like the most. If you're better at Halo for whatever reason, which some people are, then probably like that. But in my case, or my theory, you'd probably end up liking Battlefield or Call of Duty more. I feel like it's like, yeah, I feel like it's just simpler. I feel like Halo. I mean, at least for me, Halo always annoyed me because of the shields. But eventually, I guess I just matured and grew up and got over it.
Yeah, well, I think
really?
one game that really kept me on the shooter side of things was Division 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And because like I was watching people playing Call of Duty earlier, and some of the shots they were making and the different things they were doing, I felt like I was watching a adult version of Fortnite. Because I was like, man, this is completely unbelievable how they do that. Where did they come from? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could also compare Halo to Fortnite in similar senses, but just because of like vehicles and abilities and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, you should just go play everything.
Yeah, because they just put out the article. Battlefield 2042 players are joining XP farming servers, only to discover that they're the crops. So, and that story was posted an hour ago on PC Game.
I saw that. I was looking through their articles and I saw that, and I didn't read the article because I was like, well, I don't really care if people are XP farming on Battlefield. Like, I mean, I've never understood that. Like, who cares? Like why? Like, Call of Duty will go after people who are like hack or like doing that, but then the hacking is just like free to go, and it's like, that's cool. And I just don't understand it. Like, I don't care if Billy over here is level 397. Like, it doesn't make him any better. Like, if that dude wants to go unlock all the guns in 5 hours, good on him. Like, I don't care. Like, he's still putting in the work. It might be easier, but he's still sitting there shooting some guy who's AFK in the head. You know what I mean? Like, for 5 hours. Like who? I just don't understand. Like, somebody's getting paid to like prevent that from happening and going and finding like it's such a waste of money. But it's like, and that, like, so yeah, like the Battlefield thing, right? Like, oh, you can fly a jet like into buildings and bounce off of it like a ball, but oh wait, hold on, people are XP farming. Shut them down. Shut the servers down. Shut it down. We gotta fix this right now. It's like, what? It's like, relax. Like, who cares? Like, I still have yet to find anyone who's like just like squeezing their fist angry, just be like, oh, those XP farmers, oh, you know what I mean? Like find me one person who's doing that, and I will just hug them and be like, shh, it's okay, like, everything's gonna be fine. But hey, go fly your jet and bounce off of it like a ball on a brick wall.
Okay, so since Battlefield was a bust, what would be your game that's in a running for Game of the Year?
So if we're talking, so you're referring to the Game Awards 2021 nominees?
Yes.
And, well, I feel like we should start from the bottom. We don't want to start with Game of the Year. We'll end with that one. Start with the bottom.
Okay. So
most anticipated game. And that's like coming up, I guess, right? Yeah. And it's like, so we have Elden Ring, the new God of War, Horizon, Starfield, and the sequel to Breath of the Wild. For me, most anticipated, I would probably say Elden Ring. That fan base is something else. It's either that or the sequel to Breath of the Wild. So,
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion because, like, I think Elden Ring is huge. I kind of want to get that, but at the same time, if you look at like some of the names up on there, like God of War and Horizon, like those are both PlayStation, so you're kind of splitting that PlayStation like group in half. But you have one Nintendo game up there, so every Nintendo fan is going to be screaming Breath of the Wild. So I'd say one of those two. What do you think?
I was gonna say my most anticipated game out of that list would be God of War. I just
think so. Why?
I've played all the other ones, and with the new graphics, I guess for the PS5, and hopefully a better storyline, I think this one's will be extra dope. Like I could sit and play God of War, even the old ones, for like hours, beat the game, and then put the next one in and start on that one. That's how I was with the game. So
yeah. So next we have best esports event.
all right.
You have League of Legends World Championship on here. There's nothing else that can compete against that. I think we can just move on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best esports coach. I don't know any of them. I think I might know Crowder, but we got Blade, Crowder, Eng. It's ENGH, Coma, and Silent. I'm gonna say Silent because he's got a cool name. He's just like, yeah, I'm Silent. That's all he says. I feel like that's all he tells people. He's just like, hi, I'm Silent. That's it. Yeah, these bottom ones are easy. They're quick. Best esports team. This is, I don't know how you would measure. Do you think they're measuring this by trophies and like prize money, or think this is like a?
Probably by trophies.
Maybe, but like it goes across different games, which is hard. It almost seems like a popularity contest.
Yeah, we can skip that one.
Yeah, well, they have a League of Legends team on there. So you already know how that goes.
Yeah, that's a shoe in.
Best esports athlete. Simple. I like him. He's a opper for CS:GO. But you also have Simp on there, so that's a pretty good name. All right, hold on. Let's just scroll up to like actual games. Here we go. Best multiplayer game. We got Back 4 Blood, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, It Takes Two, and Valheim.
I would say It Takes Two. They had a good run.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna have that getting other rewards though, so I'm gonna probably say out of this list, probably New World. I mean, it's a massive multiplayer online game, so best multiplayer for sure. That's my opinion. All right, best VR and AR. We have Hitman 3. I Expect You to Die, or You to I Expect You to Die 2. Okay. Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, and Sniper Elite VR. I have not played any of these, but
I would say Hitman because that's scary.
I'll agree with you there. That's a good pick.
Hey, Ryan said Back 4 Blood. He said best esports team is popular.
Oh yeah, if that's a popularity contest, then the League of Legends is going to win for sure.
Yeah.
Best community support. They have Fortnite on here. I'm gonna say Fortnite. They killing it. They set the bar as far as community support goes. As far as I'm concerned.
Is GTA on there?
We have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. Which I think hilarious that No Man's Sky is on there, considering how that game launched.
So yeah, I go Fortnite on that one.
Fortnite. All right. Shout out to Fortnite. Good job. You guys won the Connection Interruption Community Support Award 2021. Best mobile game. Clash of Clans isn't on here, so this category is a sham. We have Fantasia, Genshin Impact, League of Legends, Wild Rift, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite.
I think Pokemon's gonna take that.
Yeah, I'd probably say Pokemon wins that one. I didn't play any of those, but I don't know. That one's gonna be a tough race, I feel like.
Ryan said for community support, he said Fortnite.
Yeah. See, they just do a good job. All right. Best sports / racing game. Got F1, solid game. FIFA 22, typical FIFA. Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza Horizon 5, and Riders Republic. Personally, Forza. From what I've heard, Forza. Soundtrack.
Yeah. Ryan, I'm pretty sure Ryan's going to co-star that. And then he said Pokemon for the mobile game.
Pokemon? I mean, once you have Pokemon up on anything, dude, They're just like, some years they're like, it's a tough race, and then there's years like this where it's like, okay, well, Pokemon's up there, so that's an L.
I'm surprised they didn't have Call of Duty on there.
For
mobile gaming.
Oh, the COD Mobile. Well, didn't that come out last year?
Yeah, it did.
Or 2 years ago? I don't know. It's been out for a while. Best simulation / strategy game. Age of Empires 4. That's my vote. Evil Genius 2. World Domination. Humankind. Inscription. And Microsoft Flight Simulator. Man, poor Microsoft Flight Simulator got tossed in there.
Yeah. I would say Age of Empires. Ryan said Forza for driving.
Where are you seeing this? Oh, okay. I would still have the other chat open. Oops. Okay. Best family game options are It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World, and Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare Get It Together.
Mario for the win.
I was gonna say Mario Party Superstars. Yeah.
Ryan said Age of Empires for the last category. I'm pretty sure he's gonna say Mario for the next one.
Right. We can wait a second to see if this vote comes in, but we'll give the options for the next best fighting game. Demon Slayer. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the rest of that. So we got Demon Slayer, Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Lumina. All right. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and Ventura Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I'm going to say Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I was about to say Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Out of all those, that one sounds like the most fun.
Yeah.
Best RPG. Now this is a big topic, right? We're starting to get into the heavy hitters. We got Cyberpunk, all right, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise. Oh man, I feel like Monster Hunter Rise might win, or the Scarlet Nexus. I don't know. It could have been Cyberpunk if it got delayed another 6 months, but
Cyberpunk, that thing has so many issues, but they actually bounce back
now. Yeah,
they actually bounce back. So
right, and so I would say that it's I don't know. I almost kind of want Cyberpunk.
Yeah, right. Ryan said Cyberpunk. Laugh out loud. Oh man. What we got next?
I'm just sitting here trying to think. I feel like Cyberpunk could potentially take that. Like I feel like everyone would be like, "What?" But I don't know. I also think that sometimes these whole events are kind of rigged, but that's a whole nother topic. Best action and adventure game: Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Psychonauts 2.
I'm going with Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna go with Resident Evil.
It'll be between those two.
I don't know. Ratchet and Clank could pull it together, but Guardians of the Galaxy will probably win just because of Marvel fans. Then we have best action game: Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal.
I would say Back 4 Blood or Far Cry.
I don't think Far Cry 6 is that good, personally. I don't think I think, hold on, I gotta look up this game, make sure I'm thinking of the right one. Returnal I want to get. Deathloop was all right, but it was short. I'm gonna say Returnal. I like that. It's a smaller game. Not only, I think give it to the little guy there.
Yeah, you run it for
the underdog.
Give it to the underdog.
Yeah. So then we have best debut indie game. Kenya, Bridge of Spirits, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, and Valheim. Mine goes to Valheim.
I was gonna say Sable, but yeah. But that's the indie category.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Sable on that one.
All right. Best independent game: 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Kenya, Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, and Loop Hero. Mine would be between 12 Minutes and Death's Door, and I would say 12 Minutes because I think it's a very interesting game that nobody's really done before.
Yeah, I was gonna say 12 Minutes. I've seen the actual clips on that, but I haven't played it. So yeah, it looks pretty dope.
All right. Best ongoing game. I like that they have this topic because this is kind of needed. Apex Legends, which is, it's not wrong, but this is kind of it fluctuates, as I feel like. Call of Duty Warzone. Jesus. Final Fantasy 14, Genshin Impact, or Fortnite.
What? They didn't put Grand Theft on there?
Bro.
Grand Theft getting no love.
Can you count that as ongoing?
Yeah, well, the online is ongoing.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Yeah. They come out with updates every now and then. They're like, hey, look, we came out with the 2021 GTA model cars.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But I'm going to give this to Fortnite. I feel like, and here's my reason why, right? Because they always are just killing it. Like I said, they're just all of a sudden, bang, look what we got now. We got Marvel, or oh, bang, we got this and that. And I think they keep pushing the bar up.
Yeah, they do keep pushing the bar, especially when you got the free concerts inside the game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the free concerts are cool. Games for Impact Award. I don't know what that means. I think that means it the storyline impacts you emotionally, because just by the options. It says Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, A Colorful Tale, Life is Strange, True Colors, and No Longer Home. I think Life is Strange will win, but my vote goes to Boyfriend Dungeon because I think that sounds hilarious.
Right. I was going to say that sounds kind of creepy, but yeah.
I'm for it. I'm here for it. Best performance. Oh, this is a song. I don't know any of those. So we'll skip the song because we can't play the songs. That would be fun, though. I wish we could play the songs and then I'll vote. Or at least clips, the best part of the song. And
Hey,
Ryan has entered the game.
Look who we got. Look who we got in the room.
I am so sorry. Whoa.
Whoa.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's all good. I got you. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. We are full flavor. He finally made it.
Oh, dude. My apologies. It was an interesting drive home. And apologies to anyone who attempted to watch us on Facebook. For whatever reason, we are not live on Facebook right now. We'll see what the deal is. So we'll upload the video later, so everybody that usually watches us on Facebook can see that. So the delay between what you guys are actually talking about and what I was hearing is like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like I was kind of struggling to get back in as I was running in the house. So where are we at?
We are on. We just skipped the best performance song, best audio design.
Okay.
Deathloop, Forza, which I would say Forza because they do a really good job. Returnal, Resident Evil, and Ratchet and Clank.
Forza.
Oh. As much as I think Forza is Game of the Year material, I think the audio in Ratchet and Clank was fantastic. I really do. Like, I really enjoyed it.
And like the next topic after that is best score in music.
So that's like original soundtrack, right?
I guess, but like, I don't know. It's weird. That
that one was. It's different because like, so I think some of it like soundtrack is kind of a different beast because you can have a really good soundtrack but not have good game audio.
Right.
So like previous Call of Duties, a lot of people would reference like how the bullet sounded leaving the chamber of the gun and hitting the floor. Like when the cartridge or whatever would hit the floor.
Yeah,
as
they have
audio
that kind of
production.
audio design. Yeah, I gotcha.
So that's a different animal, I think. I don't know. Some of these categories, and I put some of them in the list, like so you could see all the ones that were nominated. Some of them are weird, right? Like,
yeah,
like who came up with that? It's like, oh, I have a buddy who could possibly have a game that's playing in this category, so we're gonna create this category so they can win.
Right.
But best soundtrack.
It's gotta be Forza soundtrack wise, right? Like
because
it's not even on the list though. But like,
what?
I would say Guardians of the Galaxy is probably gonna win that one.
Is best score in music. I know Cyberpunk was on that list, right?
Yeah, but
Deathloop.
I think it's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, you know what? Even though they haven't dropped one in years, I'm still feeling slightly jaded. The best soundtrack to me of all time will have to be Grand Theft Auto. Yes.
Like Mark's like, yeah, it's
hold on. But this was the thing that kind of upsets me. They don't pick sports games on there for soundtracks.
Yeah, it's kind of cheating.
Yeah, because they just pay for the licensing rights, right? Like, so my argument that Forza should be on this list is solely because they still have the classical channel.
I think that it should only be music that actually plays during the game, and menu music doesn't count because if you think about it, for sports games, it's always in the menu. But like,
no, they play during the game. They play during the game.
Not
they
really.
do. No, they do. Like, I'm gonna go to bat for Tay on this one, but there's caveat here. Oftentimes, it's forced.
Yeah.
True.
Like, it doesn't necessarily fit in the moment. Like, we go back to like All-Star or All-Pro Football 2K, whatever it was. That was like, it was the last 2K football that was made that wasn't an NFL game, and they had Tom Sawyer by Rush on the soundtrack. Yeah. That was for the kickoff. It happened if you got a first down. It was in the menu. Like, they paid for one licensed song in that game, I felt like. But Madden does it where they've got like 20 or 30, right? But then it just kind of randomly plays in between plays.
Yeah, then like same thing with 2K. They have producers curate the actual soundtrack for the game. So
2K does a better job, but 2K should be in best audio design. 2K would fit, in my mind, NBA 2K. Let's be clear, because we're not talking about PGA Tour, although that was really well done.
Hey, that was dope.
NBA 2K should be in best audio design for the simple fact that they integrate like crowd noise and cheering, and like when there's like a defense cheer, they'll have the crowd also doing it. And the like overall top to bottom, I think it's really good. Like, but score, there's nothing original about the score in the sports games. Like, there's music, but like you're not talking like somebody wrote a piece that's the main theme of that game that fits as the score.
True, but well, it's a couple of 2Ks. Like Pharrell did one, Jay-Z did one, and I think they kind of place certain songs and during the moments or whatever. I guess when you play in story mode or whatever. But yeah, I feel where you come from
though. So then we have best art direction. We have Deathloop, Kenya, Bridge of Souls, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and The Artful Escape. I would say, I don't know, something about Kenya, Bridge of Spirits I would just really like, but that's just the art that I'm drawn to.
That's the one I would say out of those.
I could see Ratchet & Clank, though, getting that. That game's pretty beautiful.
I don't know that I saw The Artful Escape at all. Hey, did you see that one?
No,
I didn't see that one at all.
Mark, you didn't either?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that whole list has me lost. So I was just like, I'm gonna let you guys have that one.
Bridge of Spirits. Bridge of Spirits is almost like it's a prettier version of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
I would say. Like I think that's kind of where I would place it. But I mean, it could be any number of things. I'm trying to look at this Artful Escape just to. Oh, it's pretty. It looks like it might be hand drawn, and that may be the appeal. But some of the colors are really cool. I don't know. That one will be an interesting one to see who wins it, but it'll be one of the ones on the show that they just gloss over probably. Like as they go to commercial break, it'll be like, oh, and best art direction went to this.
Oh, honorable mention at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Then, best narrative: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, Guardians of the Galaxy, or Psychonauts 2. See, I haven't played Life is Strange, True Colors, but the dialogue or the narrative and stuff like that was pretty good in the first one, so I expect the second one to be just there as well. Personally,
I haven't played anything on this list.
Yeah,
any extended period of time to give an honest opinion. Like I played Guardians for a few minutes. I played Psychonauts because it was on Game Pass for maybe about 10 minutes, and then went, yeah, I really want to go play the first one. Even though they give you a recap of the first one, like I felt like there was something missing when I played it.
yeah.
So I mean that one's going to be an interesting one because I mean you played It Takes Two. The story looked cool from what I watched, but you're like Life is Strange is really good. Tay, have you buried yourself in Guardians yet?
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I mean, is the story good enough to take that category, you think?
Yeah. They couldn't copy the comic book storyline like copy, but that they did a pretty good job of putting the storyline together and holding it down. So
okay. It's interesting.
Because even though like it's Marvel, but sometimes they don't have the rights. You know, between it's different from the comic book and movie rights. So they didn't. I guess they didn't have all the rights to the original story, but they put it together pretty decent.
Okay. All right. What's the next one, Mark?
Next, best game direction: Deathloop, Psychonauts 2, It Takes Two, Returnal, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
It Takes Two.
Man, it's gotta be Deathloop for me.
Deathloop is in everything.
That's where. Well, so that's it. Like so. To me, Deathloop isn't my game of the year. I mean, my game of the year so far isn't even on the freaking game of the year list, which is another sham in itself, like Clash of Clans not being in the mobile list.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Shame.
It can't. Yeah, it should
sham.
be. Why is there not a best ongoing mobile game category? Whatever.
Because nobody paid to win it.
I guess.
Oh, I said it.
Ooh,
since we were talking about how these are a sham, these shows are a sham too. Huh?
Yeah.
Somebody didn't drop the bag.
But like best direction has to be like it has to be Deathloop based on the fact that it's nominated for almost every freaking category, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
I mean, the only ones that it's not nominated for is stuff that it couldn't be nominated for. Like, it definitely can't be nominated for best ongoing game because it's not like a games as a service game. It's not an independent game, so it couldn't be nominated there. It was nominated for action game, so that I mean, and it was nominated in every single category it could be nominated in my opinion. So to me, that's like that falls. That's why it's in the game of the year conversation. But I think its direction has to put it in those other categories.
Right.
And I liked Ratchet, but I mean, they could have done anything with that game. Like they could like if you're a Ratchet and Clank fan and you didn't like Rift Apart, shame on you, because it was a textbook Ratchet and Clank game. It really was. Like it had everything that you want in a Ratchet and Clank game. It had stupid weapons that were just crazy over the top. It had a cool storyline. Had some new characters, brought back some of your old ones that you really liked. Like it just had all the pieces. So to me, and then most of the games in best game direction also hit in the game of the year category, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it's hard. You could literally win game of the year and not win game direction, I would think.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys have for game of the year?
I mean, mine's not on the list.
Well, what is yours?
Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah. I think it just didn't come out early enough.
But it's in the other categories, right?
That's true.
So technically it would have qualified.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Somebody
like
just
how
said
did Metroid
it's a racing game. Because Metroid was one of the most anticipated games of the year and people love it.
Yeah. I still think It Takes Two will be mine.
Yeah.
And so the list that they have nominated is Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Out of those, I still think It Takes Two, just because it's unique, it's fun, it has a good story, gameplay's fun, there's a bunch of hidden stuff, soundtrack's amazing, the visuals are amazing, the art is, cool, and I think all around it's a good game. I know it's not going to win it, but
it'll win Indie Game of the Year, right?
Yeah, hopefully. I hope it wins a bunch of awards, but I'm just saying, Game of the Year, I just don't see these people handing it to them. I really hope they do. I wish them the best.
But it's a lot of games that should be in that category. Yeah.
It Takes Two didn't qualify for Indie Game.
I don't know if it's I don't even know if it counts as an indie game.
I thought it was like Haze Light that made it. Oh, it's published by EA.
Yeah. So there you go.
Ah!
So Hazelight did make it. Like, I'm not totally nuts.
Yeah.
Because I was like, they're a small studio, but it was published by Electronic Arts. So technically, it probably doesn't qualify to be an indie game.
Right.
Because they have the backing from EA. All right, gotcha.
I mean, I get it. That's just a weird, like, I don't know that it's game of the year. I don't know. This is the first year in a long time where I look at the game of the year category and say, I don't know. Like, there's not one that just stands out for me and just screams like, this was the best game of the year.
Okay.
Metroid is okay. Like, it's not great. Like, Psychonauts was fine for what I played in it. Ratchet I loved. Y'all know I'm not playing a Resident Evil ever again.
Ever again?
Ever again. Dude, they scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like it's not even enjoyable because I'm like almost in panic mode the whole time I play.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, It Takes Two is probably gonna win, I would hope. But Deathloop was nominated for so many things. It's probably the front runner in that, right?
More than likely. What was your take on Battlefield?
Haven't played it yet.
Like earlier, what I was saying, you said you had something to say about it.
Yeah, so that was where I was gonna go. Like, I know Tay was really looking forward to hearing what you had to say. I just want to know more about like why you felt like it wasn't good. Like, what's the leading, like, other than the fact, my biggest gripe, there's no story mode. So that puts me in a weird spot because I love narrative in games.
It could be just could be because of just like my forced perspective because it's only what I've been shown and seen, and it's just like all the bugs and like all the things wrong with it, and I guess like I haven't seen, like I just haven't seen all the positive Battlefield hype that always comes with Battlefield games, which just kind of like Battlefield clips have always been the best, but I haven't seen one. I haven't really seen any. Like, why have I not seen like viral Battlefield like clips of like?
Do you think a number of people didn't buy it because there's no story mode?
No, I don't.
You don't think that?
I don't think. I mean, I don't think. I feel like this is opening a whole can of worms. I feel like the upcoming gamers, as I'll call them, don't really care about story mode as much as past gamers.
They don't. That's true.
I mean, just through talking, working with.
So what you're saying is us old fogies like stories, and the young people just want to blow shit up. Oh,
yeah.
Well, this word. Sorry.
I think it's allowed on TV and on the radio.
I don't know. It is, but like.
Yeah, they want the instant gratification.
Okay.
And actually, like, I don't. You guys need to see this Dr. Disrespect like clip.
I just don't like. I want to have a story in the game, like to get me into like. I use the story mode in a lot of the shooters as tutorials, like kind of like how to learn how to use the controls or whatever. So for me, that's the main reason I use the story modes.
True. That is good practice. The story mode, but I got a little beef here. I've been going back
now.
The gaming awards. That's who I have beef with.
Oh, okay.
Because they're kind of biased towards sports games.
Why? There's a sports game category.
No, that's about for game of the year.
Come on. What sports game? Other than if you're going to count Forza.
Well, that's not in there, so that's considered a sports game. NASCAR Heat was pretty dope. The new man off the chain.
That you guys can either watch that now or you guys can watch it after the show, but it is hilarious. And it is what I feel like the younger gamers are. And it's just like, so for those who aren't watching it or will watch it later or whatever.
Are there any curse words in that
I
clip?
don't know. It's not
Okay.
disrespect, so it's
probably
potential. It's nothing going to be like terrible, but it basically is just him screaming, "Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Lose brain cells! Lose brain cells!" It's cracking me up.
Yeah, we're not trying to get canceled.
You gotta watch it though. It
Hear
is
it.
so
No, that's
funny. Go, go, go! And it's like, so he just like, because you spawn in, and when you spawn in, you're like full dead sprinting. Like you can just full dead sprint right away. And he's just like, and he dies, and it's like right back into the fight. He kills like one person, and then he dies. It's just classic what Call of Duty is, you know.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, Tay. I think there's not a sports game short of Forza Horizon 5 that stands out to me as a real game of the year contender. And I think if they had released a Forza last year, I wouldn't feel that strongly about Forza this year. So I think that's my difference. I think he froze. Did Tay freeze?
He might have.
Tay, did we lose you? I think we lost him. And
this happened last time. It's like right at like the end. I lost him.
Yeah. Hopefully his PC kicks back in gear here. Yeah, he's gone. So, but yeah, I mean, I just don't think that they really put all that effort into sports games year after year. So I don't really want to argue against him when he's not here to defend it, but I just don't see how you put a sports game in a game of the year category.
I don't know if one has ever won one, and I don't know if one ever will. It would have to be pretty spectacular. I also feel like, also part of that matters about the market, and I just don't think the market is large for sports games that is single player or multiplayer.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if a sports game has ever won game of the year.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm just looking. I was pretty sure you're right, but it's
not by any actual large recognized game.
No, so the game awards, the actual game awards for game of the year, Game Awards has only been around since 2014.
I see.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Dragon Age Inquisition won that first year. Witcher 3, Overwatch, Breath of the Wild. I guess I should say Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so nobody is like, what's that? God of War, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and then The Last of Us Part 2. Game Developers Choice Awards. This is from 2000 until 2020. So the Game Developers Choice Awards is announced. It's like at GDC, the Game Developers Conference.
Yeah.
So starting in 2000, The Sims, Grand Theft Auto 3, Metroid Prime, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Half-Life 2, Shadow of the Colossus, Gears of War, Portal, Fallout 3, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, Red Dead Redemption, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Journey, which was a surprise that year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. That game is pretty cool, though.
It is really cool. The Last of Us, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, which I loved, Witcher 3, Overwatch, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, God of War, Untitled Goose Game, and then Hades.
Yeah, I don't know. I think,
but like, if you look though, there's like crossovers, right? So like Witcher 3. So remember when I said there was no like standout game that I was like, man, that's game of the year.
Yeah.
In 2015, Witcher 3 was game of the year. Period.
Yeah.
Like, Overwatch was one of the first real like multiplayer games that was shocking enough to get everybody.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It was like something new and fun, and it was, the timing was right, and we almost need that now. But
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in 2017 was just a needed breath of fresh air from Nintendo. But and then God of War was phenomenal. So like 20 up to 2018, like from 2015 to 2018, in that 4-year span, those were definite game of the years.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this year it's hard because like all the games haven't, like, there are very few games that came out just pristine and polished and ready to go, and but I mean that's just how things happened, and this is kind of is what it is, and kind of just go from there. But yeah, I mean I think it'll be interesting, and we shall see what happens. But
it's interesting. There's a Game Awards in Japan.
Yeah.
The Japan Game Awards that were used to be called the CESA Awards.
Yeah.
Since '96, they've had that award show. If I told you that Capcom and Nintendo led the charge in all those games, you wouldn't even be surprised, would you?
No.
Yeah. I just looked and I was like, oh, there's like Square, Capcom, Nintendo pretty much roll that. There's a weird Kojima Productions one in there. Obviously, Metal Gear Solid 4. That and Mario Kart tied for Game of the Year in 2009.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, there's just some interesting ones in that list. Oh, I got a Game of the Year that was a sports game.
Is it
We gotta
Mario?
wait for Tay. No, it was not a Mario sports game. But like, hopefully Tay's computer will reboot fast enough for him to hop in here.
I don't know if he's trying. He said that his MacBook was tired.
And they said
he says rebooting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But there was it was a major award show too. It wasn't just like some rando. So the Spike Video Game Awards were a thing prior to the Game Awards, right? Like essentially it's the same company that did them. And a sports game won Game of the Year the first year of that. A sports game also won Game of the Year back in 1994 as part of the VSDA Awards, the Video Software Dealers Association.
I see. The older it gets, though, the more that makes sense, because those were like the first games, I mean, like, I feel like there was an era.
Things.
Well, it's like there's an era of like when sport games came out, like that was the thing, like, and then one day it became shooters, and then
Yeah. So hopefully he's able to reboot, because I think these two are interesting. If nothing else, it's a topic that I would have been surprised. I'm kind of surprised by, like, because I would have said no way that anything won Game of the Year that's a sports game.
Yeah.
And one of them's questionable. It technically falls into sports, but there's a couple. And he's back. Is he frozen when he's back? Oh, there he is.
I'm not frozen.
All right, so while you were gone, we were looking to see if a sports game's ever won Game of the Year. The answer is yes. At a major awards show. The Spike Video Game Awards ran from 2003 to 2013, and then the Game Awards happened, right? So Spike Game Awards like no longer existed, and they essentially became the Game Awards, I believe. Madden NFL 2004 won Game of the Year in 2003. Okay.
One time.
Well, hold on. At another award show, the Video Software Dealers Association Awards, minor award show, but still, NBA Jam won in 1994.
Okay, I get that.
And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 won in 2001.
So it's been decades since.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. But when did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 come out?
Ooh, I think I was in my 20s.
I mean, of course, if I search it now, it's not going to give me anything accurate because it's going to give me the remake, right?
No.
2015 was 5. So the reason I'm looking is to see if it could have possibly won that year, the year before, like its first year around. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out in 1999. It probably had one of, yeah, I was too. It probably had the biggest competitor ever that year. The game that won was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wasn't winning against Zelda.
Right? So
Sorry.
2001. So then in 2015, so this is fairly recent, right? Ars Technica has a game of the year. It's the editors of like Ars Technica put a top 20 games for each year, and they come up with like what's the best. In 2015, their game of the year was Rocket League, which technically falls into the sports category because it's soccer with cars.
Soccer.
Yeah, it's like racing and stuff too.
Yeah.
In a way.
I think that's it though. Like as I roll through, I mean, there's been a fighting game that's won before.
What, Street Fighter?
Yeah, yeah. EGM gave Street Fighter in '92 Game of the Year, and then Tony Hawk Pro Skater won in 2000 for them as well. Pro Skater 2. And then nothing else in theirs that was sports related. We Fit won Entertainment Weekly's Game of the Year in 2008.
We Fit. Oh my gosh.
We done.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any other. So the Eurogamer Game of the Year is really interesting. What game do you think Eurogamer had as Game of the Year last year?
Euro Truck Driver Simulator?
That'd be funny, but no.
No.
It was
What is
Hades. And then they had Outer Wilds the year before that. 2018 is the one that throws me for a trip. Tetris Effect. We've talked about how good that game is.
Pretty solid game. I don't really disagree with them.
No, I don't either. But like that one shocks me because that's like the only one I've ever seen. Because that was the same year that God of War came out.
Right. I think it's interesting because of like different people's viewpoints and different ideas and stuff like that. And it can really change like what people pick.
I mean, literally, God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018 and they picked Tetris.
Yeah, see, hey, that's why I think it's bias. People dropping the bag, like you said. It's real bias.
Ooh, Mark, what you drinking?
It looked like a half
Sweet
and half.
tea and lemonade.
I thought it was half and half. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Arnold Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
So good.
All right.
So this is my little treat. I try not to drink soda, so.
Giant Bomb also gave Tetris Effect Game of the Year in 2018.
I mean, yeah, I mean it's Tetris. I mean, right?
Well, we've talked about it recently because it came out on Switch. It re-released on Switch.
Right.
And we were talking
about
before
that it was PC and it was like,
yeah.
Like I think 2018 was just PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So are they giving? Are they only giving awards to what the millennials like?
What?
Yes. Actually, I would actually kind of agree with that, just because like, well, I mean that's where people are putting their money, right? I mean, so you gotta invest in the future, and so millennials technically are the future. So if you're a studio that wants your game to be highly rated and stuff, then if we are having that theory, then yeah, you'll pay for it. But
I don't know.
At the same time,
Ghost of Tsushima and Hades last year won a bunch of awards.
Yeah, it's true.
And those are really story driven.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it.
Story driven games do win a lot of awards, though.
Yeah,
I understand. But we were just talking about
for them.
We talking about the crap.
We talking about practice.
Practice. Yeah,
we talking about practice.
We talking about the crap they got on these lists for the categories. It's like those are all the microwave. I call them microwave games because the millennials like it, and this is the microwave generation.
What? Like best ongoing game?
Not those.
Or like
the game of the
ones?
year.
There's some solid choices in game of the year. I just don't know that like this is just all I was saying earlier is like this is one year where nothing stands out to me. Like in 2018, it was God of War, Red Dead Redemption, and Tetris Effect were my 3 top games. Like I could tell you straight up, those were my 3 favorites. This year,
hold on, and Tetris beat God of War and Red Dead.
Yeah,
and those 2 games,
just a couple of shows, like not or like on certain websites, not a ton, but there were a couple that took Tetris Effect over God of War and.
But you gotta think about it. Those 2 games raised the bars for gaming in that year.
I don't disagree with that at all. But then I feel like 2019 we took a huge step back, and I mean I would say COVID really affected the market a little bit. I think it still does. I think it's hard for some development companies to put it all together when they were all working from home, you know, like, I mean, that's not to say that like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice wasn't a good game. I loved that game, but like there were other games that came out and I was just like, man, okay. Like this year is just one year, like Control stood out to me in 2019, but I felt like it was the only game that I really was like, oh, that's really different. Like it stood out because it was so different. And Sekiro was really good, just story wise. But like, I just don't see any other ones like this year that I'm like, yeah, I got to play that. Like,
so this is what we should do: take the same categories and just pick our winner for those categories for the
for
last
our
show of the
own,
year.
like, yeah. I mean, I would be okay, like for our last show of the year, if we did something like that, where we put like my personal game of the year, what I felt was best direction, and it probably won't even be on these lists.
Yeah,
like for me, I can tell you like best score is not on this list. I mean, if we limit it to games that were only released this year, then I could have some categories I'm not going to have anything in.
Yeah. But we have best ongoing too. Just
yeah. So I mean that works for me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't do it tonight.
No,
we're already over the time.
Yeah, we already.
Well, we started a little late, and then.
Yeah, but at the same time, if we delay ours, like it should be. Honestly, these awards should happen in like January, and be like, okay, looking back on last year, because like I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many games between now and January 1st.
Well,
we'll release.
Our game of the year show would be December 29th.
Perfect. Look at that.
So nothing else can really pop off.
Nothing's gonna
in 2 days.
Yeah.
Unless they drop a new Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh shoot. Hey.
Someone get this man in a straitjacket.
Right.
He's going crazy. Thinking GTA gonna surprise release on December 30th.
I know. Speaking of GTA, they took Grand Theft Auto, the one they just dropped, off of PC because they cracked the code and some of the stuff that wasn't supposed to be in the game they put in the game.
I saw like hidden messages and stuff.
Yeah, the hidden mini games and songs that were not supposed to be on the game, they put back on the game.
Whoops.
Yeah. So I'm kind of.
No, it was not a whoops. Someone was doing it on purpose.
I know, that's why I said whoops.
So now I have to go to GameStop and buy it for console instead of PC.
You will.
Did you get Battlefield while you're at it?
No.
You should pick up Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury while you're at it, though.
And that's another no.
I'm gonna tell you what. Playing that game with my 5-year-old was the best experience. Like, it's super fun.
That's fly.
Like,
you gotta enjoy those moments.
It's listed as one of the possibilities for best family game, and I have to give it to to Nintendo on that one. Like adding that Bowser's Fury thing where Bowser Jr. basically comes to Mario and says, "Please help my dad." Like the story is really, really cool. It's like Bowser Jr. goes to Mario and goes, "Something's wrong with my dad. I need you to help my dad." And Mario goes essentially to like save his nemesis because of the kid. Like
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Like it was well known. Like it's in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Okay.
Like it's right off the bat. So it's not like
Right. It's not like the ending. But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
we
the
can all guess how the ending goes.
yeah, it's a Mario game.
Yeah. Everybody dies.
Fat plumber kills turtle. So.
Oh shoot!
All right, y'all.
That is it.
Mark, I guess I didn't hear. What's with the Bigfoot?
This is just I'm just in a different studio right now.
Yeah, I knew you were in a different studio. I heard that, but I just like
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's just I'm in my camo. We got the camo and we're hunting Bigfoot. We're always out there.
Bigfoot.
He's real. It's more of a big joke with my friend group, but at the same time, no, he's real. He's out there.
He could be.
Oh, he is.
Shaquille O'Neal wears a size 24.
I've seen him. I've seen the Squatch myself.
Yeah.
Yep, he's real.
All right.
I'm confirming it on this podcast.
There we go.
We're getting canceled.
Right. And on that note,
if that's how I get canceled, that's the best way to get canceled nowadays.
Oh shoot.
All righty.
All right,
Thank
everybody.
you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you again to Team Frisch and Frisch's, shout out.
Follow on that social.
Well, I got it right, but I'm a little.
You did get it right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you all next week on Wednesday. It's another Wednesday show.
Hold on, right before Thanksgiving. So,
What are we thankful for? That's what we can talk about.
That'd be a good one. Games that we're thankful for in 2021.
Or just in general.
Or, of all time.
Sure.
Why not? Sounds like a good episode.
But
all right. Be sure to join us next week. Games we're thankful for and accessories, because I'm really hoping that I get my fixture S1 for the new Switch. It's not out yet. I'm sad. Yeah, sad panda. All right, we'll see you all next week. Again, give us a follow on social media. Apologies for the late start tonight. That is all on me on the technical side.
No way. I'll take that.
Nah, there were some technical issues. That's all on me because we're trying to do it remotely. So, but we'll see you guys next week.
Peace
out.